political discussion. Indian Prime Minister is my nicest friend. Indian Prime Minister is my nice friend. Now Donald Trump is in Japan and South Korea. So tomorrow I believe he would meet Mr. Xi Jinping in South Korea. So American president, he is in South Korea and Japan there. So he has left Kuala Lumpur after attending a very unprecedented historic summit 2025. Brazilian President Mr. Lula da Silva, South African President Mr. Cyril Ramaphosa, Japanese Prime Minister Mr. Madam Sanai Takaichi, all were available there. Canadian Prime Minister was available there. Indian Prime Minister was missing there, and he was addressing the conference through video conferencing. When American President is personally he is coming, Brazilian President he is coming, South African President is coming, Canadian Prime Minister is coming. Japanese Prime Minister had no idea to visit there. She did not have any schedule to visit there because Donald Trump anyway he was going to visit Japan and he was going to meet her. But out of the way she visited. So when everyone was there, Malaysia falls in Indian subcontinent, which is near. United States is near, Canada is near, or India is near to the Malaysia. Cross in India to Myanmar, Myanmar to Thailand, and Thailand to Malaysia. It is that near. But Indian Prime Minister could not go there. Okay, it clearly shows that they did not invite Indian Prime Minister. I have never seen in India that these kind of people, Canadian Prime Minister and American President, they have assembled. Okay, they assembled in 2023 in G20 G20 summit. First of all, G20 is a fake organization. G20 this time the Malaysia was not organizing G20 nation group. Malaysia was organizing ASEAN group. ASEAN group is a group of very poor countries, very poor. Burma, Thailand, Laos, these are very poor countries nowadays, and they were arranging a summit of set of very poor countries. And these countries, Canada and United States, they have nothing to do with ASEAN nation, nothing. They were not arranging G20 nation, they were arranging ASEAN group. Equivalent to ASEAN in India is SAARC nation. Where is SAARC nation? Is there any summit going on for the SAARC nation? No summit happens for the SAARC nation for the past 6, 7 years because it is group of very poor country. India does not want to be in poor country group. It will be in a group which is of very rich country like Japan, Australia, and I believe China. Though in 2023 G20 group, Chinese president did not come here. Chinese president avoided coming here. Otherwise, United States. In this group, India want to come in. G20 means top 20 economic country. G20. Okay. India in hunger index, World Hunger Index, India is in bottom 20 or rather in bottom 15. India comes in hunger index. Indian people they do not have 2 times food, and then Indian government is rich to an extent that it is in top 20 economy of the world. Can someone believe it? This is what my question is. Okay, either one of it is true. Either Indian government's data is true that it is a very rich country, or World Hunger Index is true. One of them is wrong, or one of them is true. Okay, out of all G20 nations, Canada and United States and Russia and China and Australia, Japan, tell me which country hunger index list is in bottom 15, bottom 20? None of them. India has, and India is G20. This is a fake prime minister. I have always maintained this. This prime minister is a rubbish and fake prime minister. His job is to soil anyone. That's it. Whoever comes near to him, he just jumps on him to suck his blood. Any country. I'm not talking about. Just see the reaction of Sri Lankan government. What their reaction they are showing when Indian Prime Minister used to visit to their country. All deal were made in favor of India only. And after that, what happened? They stopped inviting Indian Prime Minister. Same thing happened in ASEAN group of summit. Indian Prime Minister used to be invited. If people see the past, Indian Prime Minister used to be invited in the ASEAN group of nations also. But later he was kicked out from there also. Now he is addressing through video conferencing because they don't want him. Very clear cut. If Japanese Prime Minister is visiting, Canadian Prime Minister is visiting, Brazilian President is visiting, South African President is visiting, United States, they have nothing to do with ASEAN group of nations. That meeting was not going on for G20 nation, ASEAN group of nations. If India, if India organizes a SARC nation summit, will these people will come? They will say this is a poor country. But ASEAN group of countries, they have brought their level to that high that at the end, even Japanese Prime Minister came there in their meeting. That is the main word. In their local summit, she came. If India organized local summit of Afghanistan, Pakistan, Bhutan, and Bangladesh, will this Japanese and Canadian and they will come for free trade agreement with Bhutan? They have made this full, India has made this full group of countries their life hell. Hell. India has nothing to do with this country. Instead, India focus always on closing their border from this country. ASEAN group of countries, there is a free trade agreement. There is a visa-free entry for any citizen. There is nothing like that. When you are not powerful from your inside, you are in hunger index last, and then you are not powerful from your neighborhood, then who will come to you? G20 nation, how much India got benefited through G20 nation group? See the condition now. Donald Trump is going to United Nations General Assembly, and there he is inviting Pakistani Prime Minister, knowing he is anti to India. Then he is inviting Pakistani Prime Minister to the White House, and then Army Chief also, Asim Munir also, but no focus on India. But everywhere he is mentioning India is a very good country. We maintain a strong relationship with India. Indian Prime Minister is my close friend. That's it. Okay, and after that he is visiting Kuala Lumpur, and there deliberately he is inviting Japanese Prime Minister, even though after Kuala Lumpur summit he was going to meet Madam Sanai Takaichi in Japan. Still she was invited personally, but Indian Prime Minister was not invited. Now Donald Trump is in South Korea or Japan somewhere. Okay, there again he is reiterating that Indian Prime Minister and we maintain a very close relationship, but again no invitation. Donald Trump is set to talk with Mr. Kim Jong. So he's probably he would, because when he was asked while living in United States, will you schedule a talk with Mr. Kim Jong? Then he nodded in yes, yes, I will schedule a meeting with Mr. Kim Jong, or I would like to have meeting with Mr. Kim Jong. But nothing. India is a good country. India is a good country, but no focus on meeting Indian Prime Minister. Wherever Donald Trump is going, Indian Prime Minister deliberately he is missing out there. Now he would meet Chinese President, but again Indian Prime Minister is meeting. No invitation to Indian Prime Minister. But India is a very close friend of United States. This is for past 4 months American President is talking. Very soon our trade deal is going to finalize. For 4 months he is talking, but he never invited Indian Prime Minister. He never came to India. Okay, why we are saying that he is saying something that I would never say that Donald Trump is lying. Donald Trump personally, I have never seen Donald Trump lying. Never. If Donald Trump is keep on saying that India is my good friend, something is stopping him. Okay, how I am sure that he deliberately he does not want to meet Indian Prime Minister. Now today again he has talked about the ceasefire between India and Pakistan, and that was brought up by him. One today he reiterated in Kuala Lumpur. He said that ceasefire between India and Pakistan was brought up by Donald Trump. Now when he is in South Korea and Japan, there also he is saying same thing. The ceasefire between India and Pakistan was brought up by Mr. Donald Trump. Now you tell me, if you want Indian Prime Minister, and Indian Prime Minister every time he has a kind of he was against his statement. He always falsified Donald Trump that it is not true every time. When you are going to have a trade deal with India very soon, then why you are saying it again? What Indian Prime Minister denies always. This proves both are anti to each other. I like Indian Prime Minister. He is my closest friend, nicest friend. And India-Pakistan ceasefire, I brought it. Both are anti to each other. Okay, looks like Donald Trump, when he is reiterating everywhere, I brought ceasefire between India and Pakistan, means he is more near to the against India than pro India. This is what it is. Means I don't like him. Indirectly, he is saying I don't like him, and it is visible. He can meet Kim Jong. While living in United States, journalists asked, "Would you meet Kim Jong?" He said yes. People would have asked, "Would you meet an Indian Prime Minister?" Or he would have not replied to it. This is called the power of country. When your country is poor, you don't have any relationship with your neighborhood, then no one would give any focus on you. This is the human mentality. When you are not powerful from inside, when you are not powerful from your neighborhood, who will give focus? United States, Canada, and Mexico, they used to enjoy free trade agreement and visa free entry also, more or less. European Union, free trade agreement, visa free. Everything. See the China. China relationship with Japan, China relationship with Russia, China relationship with the Korea, China relationship with the Central Asia, China relationship with the all country in Indian subcontinent except India. It is amazingly nice. The Chinese railway from the Kunming, that is in Yunnan, it goes to Laos, Vientiane. Okay, same train comes to Vientiane. This is the what China is maintaining relationship with its neighborhood, and that's how Donald Trump personally coming to meet Mr. Xi Jinping. But India has no focus. But India is my very good friend. Anyway, now what we can say here is Donald Trump is waiting for India to bring down the oil purchase from the Russia. Is it true? Okay, the news is coming that behind the scene, Indian Prime Minister has given assurance to American President that we are going to stop crude oil purchase from the Russia. We have raised purchase order for 3 weeks. Sorry, up to 8 to 12 weeks. So by December, the purchase would be over. In that manner, Donald Trump has assured India to lower down the tariff from 50% to 16%, 1/6. So India will have 16% tariff with the United States. But again, same thing. When you are not powerful from your own country, okay, if I see 2024 election, general election, then Uttar Pradesh is considered as the state which which make anyone sit on the prime minister chair. Prime minister chair comes from Uttar Pradesh only, no, from not any other state. Okay, and they kicked out this person. In the election, they have already kicked out this person. They do not like him. Anyway, doing some chit chat here and there, he is managing to sit on prime minister post. But he does not have referendum with him. When you are not powerful from inside, all around you don't have to do anything. Then how someone will give emphasis on you? Why someone would like to talk to you? Okay, now let's see. World is not going anywhere. We will wait till December also, and we will see that when India will stop buying crude oil from the Russia, then the tariff will go to 16%. Okay, I don't mind. Probably it may go to 16% also. But the this is called respect. The respect what a country gives to another country. Would India be able to fetch that respect from United States? That is a big question now. Anyway, everyone has eye now meeting Donald Trump with the Xi Jinping. Who will bend now? Because Donald Trump has announced 155% tariff on China from 1st of November. If the dialogue between United States and China breaks up, then 155% tariff will be imposed on China from 1st of November. Now, who is bending in front of whom? This is a full world is watching, because people know that real power of the world, real economic power of the world is with China, not with United States. So United States cannot behave like a dictator now. If they behave like a dictator, their own country will suffer. This is what we believe so. Anyway, We will wait and we will see. But one thing for sure is that you have to first think about bringing your country up before you expect prestige from outside.